What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Got Style. This is our very first episode. It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
A very long time. Okay. All right. So, during our pre-show interview, we had some questions. And they were, what does style mean to you? What was your intro to style? How would you describe your own personal style? And what style tip would you give someone else that's aiming to discover their own personal style? Are there any extra tips you guys want to give, or is there anything you want to elaborate on when it comes to those questions?
Well, I think as far as my introduction to style or more so my inspiration, a lot of my fashion inspiration is tied to music. So early on for me, it was Brandy, but yeah, it was Moesha too. I wore braids early on, and I love a little two-piece set. And she always had on a little Garanimal kind of.
It was definitely great going on, yeah.
And then Kim, because Kim was thicker, and I've always been thicker, so I love to see the stuff she would wear, even once she progressed and moved on to the Parkers. It's tacky, but it's cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always love seeing her.
Kim definitely had her own personal style, and it was something to look forward to watching every episode of the Parkers. Yeah. So I can definitely agree with that. There were some other ones for me, like Martin, Fresh Prince, when it comes to sneakers and just that urban wear. I always gravitate not only to women's, but men's fashion as well. I get a lot of inspiration from men. So yeah, I like the way, colors look. I like when men wear color,
I love to see a man in a
okay, smelling it.
Right color or pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would also say Aaliyah, music was a big deal. I was a Brandy fan as well, sitting up in my room. I wasn't allowed to wear braids. I always had a lot of hair, so my mom was like, you ain't getting no weave in your hair.
So then you got locks. You was look, I'm going all the way.
Yes, it's a whole nother story. Yes. So all of that era, the 90s, was a big deal. I was very much into two-piece sets, all that stuff. I loved looking, when it was back to school time, I looked in magazines a lot to see the JCPenney catalog, all that.
Catalog. Limited to, when I tell you that limited to catalog
won't get nothing out of there. I had to improvise.
Right.
Look, I was the youngest child, so I had to have a hand-me-downs and make it work, baby.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
No limited to. You have my inspiration.
Yeah, limited to.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. Looking, yes, that's the thing.
Right.
Just looking.
Right.
Yeah.
So definitely catalogs.
Yep.
But Candace, we'll let you get into what you
I was a huge tomboy back in the day. LL Cool J was the face of FUBU, so I had to have everything. FUBU. Basketball sneakers were a big thing. Grant Hill and Fila, the Iversons. And then Aaliyah had her tomboy thing going on, Tommy Hilfiger, things like that. So I was always baggy clothes, starter jackets. So and I still kind of like that. I still shop in the men's section now. So yeah.
So it takes you back.
Yep.
So we talked about back then. What about now? What are some inspirations now that you guys see, the people that are booming in the fashion industry?
Rihanna, I feel like Rihanna has been it girl ever since she transitioned from the Pond de Replay, the little Dusty Brown tracks.
Yeah.
She's been on it. Consistently, she's been on it. I love that it can be very, very high end, super high fashion, and now she's a mom. She got her consistent boo. She's let me throw on these baggy jeans and a fur hat and wear out of here.
Yeah, it's still fashionable, but it's still I don't care.
Yeah.
I love that.
Right. Yeah. I love Tracee Ellis Ross.
Oh,
yes, my girl.
She
my
do no wrong.
favorite.
Yeah. She knows.
And she's when she posts an outfit, she no, y'all gonna get this outfit.
Yeah.
Because aesthetically, the way she poses and how they capture her in the outfit, they make sure you see how it moves.
Yes.
And I just
She brings personality to it. She's funny. She's naturally funny.
Right.
And so she plays on the outfit too. So that always.
I feel like Tracy knows what works for her.
Yes.
Like her and Solange, they're kind of like in the same boat for me. Like that effortless, classic, but they still take risks when it comes to fashion. So I do love that. So what about the Fantasias and the Cardi B's that are coming out now, like that are like wowing you when they put on a look?
Tasia been turning it out.
Okay. Stylist is doing
Ever since she been on the Color Purple, she's been the same. She's been turning it.
Consistent.
And that wasn't always her. She may have, a cute little white girl bang or something like that, but that was it.
Okay.
Tasia has been looking good. Very, very, very good. Cardi B is
Let them know, Sid.
hey girl, hey. She's very like it or no for me. It's never like I see her and I'm like, It's either like, oh, that's hot, or it's like, what the fuck? Why are you? And I think some stuff is just so avant-garde. And then whoever is styling, does Colin Carter style her?
Yes.
Some stuff is just like the outfit is already on Mars, and then it's almost like they overdo the styling.
Right. Yeah.
Like, oh, y'all, she don't have no eyebrows.
She's gonna take that risk. I can appreciate that. You know, I don't necessarily get inspiration from Cardi, but I will say that she's gonna take risks. So that kind of opens my eye to like, okay, what's she about to do next? And she does. I will say she is a trendsetter at this, very present time in fashion. So I can appreciate that.
Another quiet inspiration, I say quiet, is Savannah James. That's my other. She does it for me with the classic pieces and just whoever styles her as well does a great job with the suiting and stuff on her. So she
humble with it too. She gonna pop out. I'm like, girl, we hyping you up. You real subtle.
Yeah, and I also like Des Dior. She's a lot younger. I feel like Des Dior is the fashion girl that Jada. What's her name? Jada Waiter. Okay, yeah. I think Des Dior is the fashion girl that I feel like people make Jada. Like, I look forward to seeing what Des Dior is going to have.
And she doesn't even have to show a bunch of skin.
She's usually covered up and it's still fetch. And I love them both because I think both of them are from Savannah, so they're hometown girls. But Des Dior does it for me.
And I think her stylist is from this area. So that's big up. VA's finest. All right, because we got the greats here. So after talking about like inspiration, what would you say are your go-tos for your own personal style? What are some go-tos? Like when you go to the store, this is something that you're going to gravitate towards. For me, I know I like more structured or unique pieces. Something that has something going on with it. Like this dress has like the bubble. I like structured shoulders. And then I like something that's going to cinch some definition to, because I don't necessarily have an hourglass figure. So something that kind of give me that little... So, what are some things for you guys?
So, I have this disorder where I only really dress in like statement pieces or like conversation pieces. I have been unsuccessfully trying to build a wardrobe of basics for like 10 years because a lot of my friends really excel at that, like the neutrals and the base, but it's just not you. It's not me. It's not me. And it's gonna be a white button up, but it got ruffle sleeves.
Let me see that shoe.
The shoe is basic. The shoe is a basic. So so that's what I look for, and I think it just organically happened like that. Because growing up, my mom was a TJ Maxx, Marshalls type of shopper. So when you're in those stores, you have to pick through things. So I learned how to kind of like train my eyes to like zero in on things that pop. So for me, if it come in black, and then it come in turquoise with sequins. Oh, I'm going for the sequins.
Right.
Yeah. For me, I'm super practical in all areas of my life. I'm a Virgo. So I am like, I like basic pieces, and I do like, but I like a statement piece here and there too. But for me, it's like, can I wear this again? Can I build it in my wardrobe? I am very much so like black button up, white button up, like the what you call it, the what kind of
Classic.
Is what do they call it? The capsule wardrobe.
Yeah.
But I like color too. I love olives. I love browns. I love all of that. But yeah, I gravitate to black and white a lot. As much as I tell people put on some color, I might do it up with the accessories and stuff like that. So I like a buildable wardrobe. So that's how I tend to shop.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. I'm like Sid with the
Me too.
statement pieces. And I find myself when I'm getting dressed, I'm like, I don't even have a basic tank to put under this.
Yeah,
You know?
yes,
So
yeah.
yes, that's what I'm trying to lean more to is more basics and things like that, and get more into like a capsule, like just narrow it down. So yeah,
I think that's funny that she said that though, because it's like we know when it's not you. Like as much as I've tried, like to say that I'm going to build that. I mean, I know it's important. Me, when it comes to basics, it has to have a little something to it. You know what I'm saying? It got to have a cutout. It got to have a cinch or something. I can't just. I don't know. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
So I think as much as you try, like that goes to show what your personal style is.
I think my capsule collection is just going to be how I can spin these conversation pieces.
Right.
Because I used to be like, oh, I wore that. I can't wear that again. But
Yeah. I dress very much off of my mood too. So maybe today I do want to be bold and be like, damn, I'm bringing this to this event.
Yeah.
But then, other days I'm like, I'm just in mom mode and I just want to be cute. Y'all gonna get this lip gloss and that's what you're gonna get. My baby hair is done.
Y'all worry about the wrong thing.
Yes, exactly.
That brings us into our next segment, which we are calling this Style Vice. Candace is gonna, elaborate on what Style Vice is.
Style Vice is your go-to segment for all things fashion and outfit advice. Whether you're prepping for a special event or just want to elevate your everyday look, Got Style is here to guide you. Today's Style Vice is dressing for your body type.
So that brings us to the different types of body types. Okay, so we have the most common ones, I would say, are the apple, which is like fuller in the midsection. Then you have the hourglass. We all know what that is. Like you're giving body. Okay. You have the athletic build, which is more of a rectangular shape. No hips really. Then you have the pear shape, which is more like heavy bottom, and smaller up top. And then, are there some others that you guys can think of?
mine isn't going to be appropriate.
You talk about hourglass? You said hourglass?
She said hourglass.
Yeah.
What's
So
not
where
appropriate?
do you feel? Yeah. What is yours, Sid? Where do you feel you fall when it comes
Me?
to? Yes. We're gonna put it on you.
I'm here. I guess I can be like apple pear hourglass because I have a smaller waist, but I'm pretty bottom heavy. I have wide hips. I got big legs, but I also have really big boobs as well. So now the waist gonna snatch.
Okay.
The waist gonna snatch, but everything else is big.
She's crazy. So how do you tend to pick out pieces based off of that?
So, because being plus size it's a thing now. It's a thing. Because I'm curvier, I'm not like a uber sex kitten kind of, you know what I mean? That's just not me, because you gonna see it no matter what I put on. So for me, I like to make sure whatever I'm wearing, it does show the definition in my waist. And for me, it's either if the cleavage is showing, the legs gonna be covered up, or it's not overt sexiness. But for me, you just have to be comfortable as a plus size woman. If I'm tight and I'm worried, oh, something gonna hang out, oh, something gonna pop, then I'm uncomfortable, and I feel like that shows. So, like I said, it has to be either or. If the yams are showing, then I gotta be covered up here because I can't cover up this and this.
Right.
So yeah, so I like to just make sure I have room and whatever I'm wearing really fits just well, so I'm comfortable.
And from observation, you do wear like a lot of sneakers. We'll get into that segment in another episode, but so I guess it is important to have that balance, like showing a little sexy, a little femininity.
Femininity.
Yeah, that showing, that side of you too, as well as because I'm getting more into wearing sneakers. Being a mom of two, like I am gonna throw some sneakers on before I opt for the heel or the flat or the boot. So I try to balance that as well. With me, I'm more of an athletic rectangle. Okay. Ain't no hips here. Ain't no hips. We got a little booty back there, but you gotta find it. But so for me, I like the cinching of the waist as well. So I said I like the structured shoulders, smaller waist, maybe something voluminous at the bottom, or if it's bigger up top, it's more fitted at the bottom. Bigger at the bottom, more fitted up top. So I would say my go-to formula would be something like a cargo or baggier pant, and then like a fitted feminine top or something like that, and some sneakers or something. So, what about your body type?
Yeah, I'm a mixture between athletic and I would say skinny pair. So I have hips and butt that runs in the family on my daddy's side. So I got that. I didn't get the top half, which I'm okay with that. I used to be self-conscious about it, but I like that, I could go braless if I want to. So
braless too.
Look, I'm here for it. Look.
Do you, boo?
Yes. So for me, I do tend to do the fitted top and tighter bottom, but I like loose fit pants too. I also have a long torso, so I tend to do high waisted things. They look better on me than a low rise or low waist. So as far as pant fit, that's what I do prefer. That I pray that low rise jeans aren't going to be a thing again, but we'll see. It works for some people, not me. My butt crack was always out.
I don't think high rise is going anywhere. I don't care what comes out. High rise is here to stay.
I think the high rise and it's a higher fashion look. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, but I don't care what nobody say. The low slung with the thong and stuff.
Please, let's not do that anymore. But anyways. So that's
Spears.
Yeah, exactly. Let Brittany do that. Plies likes it.
2000.
Plies likes it. But yeah, so that's what I tend to gravitate to: jeans and pants, a high waist, and then tops. I'm very picky about tops because I have slim shoulders, and so fitting it does have to fit right.
What about you, Candy?
I don't know. Am I a pair?
Girl, you got hit.
I think you pair.
She be hiding it, but
I do wear a lot of oversized things.
And you would never know.
Right. So I remember working out with my trainer and I had on my she was like, what? I didn't know that was back there. But yes. But I do tend to like wear things that are bigger, like the 90s jeans, and just oversized. So I don't know why I cover up. One day I'll be wear a little fitted, put a little dress.
You have done it. You have done the see-through. She has done a full see-through look. It was a birthday.
I missed that.
It was
I missed that.
You might have to pop that up in this video. It was fine. And you had on the fur, right?
Yes, I did.
I remember.
Photographic memory.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that pretty much sums up Style-Wise. Did you guys have anything else that you would like to add when it comes to personal style before we wrap this up?
I think my go-to, like my uniform, really is sneakers and some type of dress. Usually when you see me, that's I'm gonna have on a skirt or I'm gonna have on a dress. And sneakers, and I do feel like that's trending this year, like the like the dainty dresses, like the silky, poofy, voluminous dresses, and then like an edgy sneaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the thing.
And being that that's your formula, so no matter whether it's in or out, you're gonna always
It's
go
happening.
for that. When it's time for Sid to get ready, you got an event you ain't know nothing about. You gotta find something quick to wear. You're gonna grab that.
I'm
That's
gonna
your
always
go-to.
have a dress in the cut, no matter what.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I think that's a wrap for episode 1. Thank you for tuning in.
But right now, check us out on Instagram.
All right. Bye.
Bye.